Alright, good morning, we're back on the Saturn. Just showing real quick, not a lot of tools are needed. Have your assortment of Phillip heads, number 2 and number 1. I got a flathead, and you need something to pop the panels off. You use a flat plastic piece you can buy at like Harbor Freight, any place like that. Pliers and side cutters. I use the pliers because this is a hose clamp tool that you'll need to take off your heater core clamp, so you can use regular pliers. But every bolt in the car, that's all you need in sockets. I got a universal for under the dash, 11mm for the steering coupler, 7mm for one wire connector, and then you got an 8mm. You're going to have a couple screws with that, and the 13s are the perimeter bolts of the dash, and a 10. The 10 is majority of what you'll use on the interior. But on this dash, you see this is all you leave it just like this. You don't take all the column out, the radio. Start at the shift console, you take it apart in pieces. Once you get the console out the way, just unplug those 4 wires on the body control module box. Then you have 2 airbag wires you unplug. They go right here. There's a plastic duct. This you pop off the bottom of your box. On the fuse box, you have this connector, which is a 10mm. Then over there, the 2 wires laying on the floor, you unplug. That's the bulkhead for the right side of the dash. There's an airbag wire hanging. You don't have to take that. You just take that glove box out, because there's 2 screws back there you have to get that are 10mm. On this side, when you take all your trim panels down section by section, you have to unhook the hood release cable lever, because you're not going to be able to get it through the panels, and you don't want panels laying on your floor and break them. You can leave your connector. Then you come down here at the bottom. Once you have this panel off, this is the other dashboard bulkhead. Right there is the 8. That's actually a 7mm. It just bolts in right there. You just back the bolt out until it pops off. Then you come up here. There's this little box behind here, which would have to be your tray and stuff, because there's your headlight switch up here. So right down in here, these 3 tabs, there's a plug you got to undo that's for the antenna assembly. Just push these 2 tabs in, it falls out back in there. You can unplug it, because it comes up through the dash right here. Behind this panel, you unplug it, and this connector back here, as you see is sticking up. Just plug that in. That's going into the dash. That's a power feed, and also part of the antenna system, because these are the antennas on the roof. Don't take out the speedometer. You don't take out the steering column. You come down here. While we're here, this is the flex joint that bolts right up to the bottom of the column right there. You just take it, pop off. There's an 11mm bolt. You take it out. I didn't have to unplug this, but I did. But you do have to unplug your brake light switch. Back over here is your throttle pedal, which is basically just a TPS sensor, rheostat. You do have to unplug it, because that's into the dashboard bulkhead up here, as you see. When you look over here, see, that's basically it. Once you get the console, take it totally out, and I do say take out the passenger seat. And you can use this column as a handle on one side, have one other person grab it on the other side, and you'll carry it out. But in here, let's see if I can get it good enough here. See, down here where my finger's pointing, that's one of the dash bolts. As you see, here's the panel on the side you popped off. You see a bolt down in